So let's talk about Virtual Fighter, guys. Yeah. So at the Game Awards, I think it was the Game Awards, they showed that Virtual Fighters was in development, a new Virtual Fighter game, and it got mixed reviews on Twitter. I know some people were like, "Why is this game even in development? Why do we need another Virtual?" A lot of people were like, happy for the game being in development, but where does Virtual Fighter really fit in the space of modern day gaming? And the answer is it has a really good spot, actually. Here's the thing: 3D fighters have become less and less prominent, or like less love put into them as of this modern day gaming fit. The point that the only 3D fighter I can point to right now that's like a straight up FGC fighter is probably Tekken. And this is not a bad thing. I love Tekken with all my heart, but it's like Tekken's original goal being a more realistic fighting has kind of, like, it hasn't been super realistic since Tekken 3. I want to say, I think it was Tekken 3 or Tekken 4, where it lost the realism to it. And that's not a bad thing. Every game company needs to evolve, and every video game needs to evolve with the company and stuff. So yeah, these more bombastic and fast-paced fights for Tekken has been amazing in my opinion. Because I just love Tekken, so that's just saying something. But I also love Virtual Fighter. Virtual Fighter 3 Evolution was one of my first fighting games. It was like it was Virtual Fighter 3 and 4. And seeing these games come back in the way that I hope to, like that reminds me of my childhood, is pretty good. Now, it offers a slower paced combat, but offers a more technical combat than something you see in your typical Tekken. And I feel like with this game, because first of all, this game was the pioneer of the 3D fighter. Look it up, I can show you. But it was the pioneer of 3D fighting games. And I feel like it has a really good spot right now to like reinvigorate the interest of a more technical, fast-paced combat game. So like, as we get more into it, I'm very happy to see this. And as you can see from the gameplay on the screen, I'm not the best at Virtual Fighter. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a definitely more technical game than I expected it was be. But just replaying Final Showdown. And Final Showdown, from what people said, did pretty well in terms. I know that when it got to PC, I think it was earlier this year, it got a resurgence of people who wanted to play it. And yeah, I honestly feel like it's the perfect time to bring that series back. Because some people like their fast-paced Tekken fighting style. Some people like their more counter-based fighting style that comes with stuff like not DOA, Virtual Fighter. I do feel like this is filling the void of having competition for 3D fighters, because again, DOA is, I don't know what happened to the Dead or Alive series after 6, because man, that series needs a reboot. It needs a reboot or a remake or a retouching or a sequel to bring back some type of resurgence to it, because Dead or Alive 6 went out sad. That game went out sad. The microtransaction, the multiple costumes. We don't need that many costumes in a fighting game, I'm sorry. Just the story and stuff definitely needs a reboot and a retouch. Soul Calibur, again, I feel like if you gave us another Soul Calibur game, it would probably do well. It wouldn't do big numbers, but it would do pretty well. Mainly because the niche of Soul Calibur is very small, but it's like there's so many features with Soul Calibur that you can't really be mad at it. But my main talking point for Virtual Fighter and where does it fit, it's right at the perfect time. People need more competition in fighting games, and Virtual Fighter is definitely a competition for Tekken. Now, is it going to be a Tekken killer? No, it is not. No, it is not. Tekken offers way too much variety. But as a lot of people are getting tired of guest characters from Tekken, a lot of people are starting to feel the fatigue of guest characters in general, and I'm liking that, because after a while, I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not huge on guest characters anymore. I feel like we reached the peak with the PS4 era of video games when it comes to guest characters. But with Clive, a lot of people say that Tekken doesn't feel like Tekken anymore, and I kind of agree. Tekken feels more like it definitely has multiple different phases now. But overall, Virtual Fighter, I'm happy to see that it's making a resurgence. It's not them just being guest characters, but it's them getting a whole new game with a whole new system and a whole new characters, and I'm loving to see that. But that's generally my thoughts. But what are you guys' thoughts? Leave it down in the comments down below. Tell me if you're excited for the new Virtual Fighter. Tell me if you're excited for the new game that Sega are pushing out, because they, not just this, but a bunch of other new older IPs are being pushed out by Sega, other than Sonic, thank God. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, and let your heart be your guiding key.